mic fine now because I'm feeling like, okay, fantastic. That looks so picky.
Yeah.
What was the word again?
Lumber load doses.
Lumber load doses.
Lumber is must to do with the back.
LODRSIS.
Wood.
Lumber.
That's lumber.
Oh.
ER.
Oh, and hunger in Zulu.
Hunger.
What?
Hunger?
in Zulu.
It's what Mazizi is every day. Of every hour.
Lumber.
Lumber. Nyalamba.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like me and Dex made up to pick on Zizi.
Yeah, you guys today.
Yeah, I'm
What
sorry.
did I do,
What
guys?
is happening?
We must you.
Everyone's been gunning for each other.
Yeah, we
No one's gone for you.
It's 'cause
You good? I'm upset because Adele body shamed and rejected me, and you guys just stood there. You guys just took it.
I laughed in my defense. I didn't just stand there.
Like you guys just damn.
As
like,
a good
damn.
friend.
All
Who are
I
these
did was
people?
made you aware of your body shaming.
Yeah, you highlighted it.
Yeah.
You're like, oh. Yo,
As a good friend, I indulged in the laughter.
it's rough out here.
It was my job.
Adele, they today has just been my case. I don't know why.
And I said something like,
Yeah.
body shamed you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I wonder what
But it's your job. Apparently, it's your job
to
to body shame.
No, not to
body
body
shame,
shame.
but to be brutally honest about
be brutally
people's
honest
appearance.
about aesthetics.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you sell
You sell bodies.
damn. That now you sound
Wow,
like a
guys,
pimp.
everyone
Yeah.
is
Like
like,
you're a pimp now.
can we rewind from the beginning,
You
from
sound
the
like
top? Let's start over.
Pimp. No, she.
Let's start with body shaming.
She. You know.
yeah. You're not.
She offers young women who are blessed in the aesthetically
Yes.
the opportunity to gain remuneration for their looks.
Damn.
I could attack you right now.
I don't know. What's a nice way to say it?
Do you grasp what I was saying?
I do, yeah.
What do you think it is that I do?
You basically scout, like beautiful women,
Mhm.
not aesthetically pleasing to look
Correct.
at women. And you use them for promotions and all of that stuff. Yeah. It's like modeling, but more focused on the,
Character.
yeah.
I fall under the character modeling sector.
What's
That's
that?
you. Hostesses, promo models, aesthetic models, bikini models.
What is what's retirement age, firstly?
Oh, 27.
Damn, that's young.
Pushing it.
So you're going on pension at
I
27.
have 5 years,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
But my thing is now, psychologically, when your age has come,
Yes.
have you witnessed any sort of negative effects on the women who quit, who have to leave?
I can't say that I have because that's not what I teach the girls that I'm in the industry with. I'm new to the industry. I'm maybe 4 years in the industry. So it's something that I've been through a learning phase now. But I can't tell the girls like... Sorry, just repeat your question for me, please.
The question was,
Because it's a bit...
what psychological
Yeah,
effects
yeah.
negatively does it have on the woman?
Being aesthetic or what?
No,
when
when
she's
they're
now at
done.
the age
When you're
when-
Oh, at the age,
27 and you have to
sorry,
quit.
guys.
Listen,
At
you're
the
too old
age-
now.
Yeah.
We don't have
Yeah,
a
when you're
market
too
for-
old
Okay,
now.
yeah. So to my point. I coach the girls who say you've got to be studying something, you've got to be doing something. This is a very flighty and fleeting industry.
Yeah.
You know, it's purely from the age of 18 to 24. Some ladies, if you look younger, 27, you know, but there's such a vast industry. So I don't think there should be any psychological effect, especially if you are studying and doing something. You're here just to make extra bucks on the side.
But now, is there can you transition from that
Yeah.
into something else? Into like because yes, as much as it's a side thing, a lot of women actually feel it's more than a side
It's
hustle.
like a main career.
It's
I'm
more of
using my
a,
looks to get places in life.
yeah.
Yeah.
So is there a transitional thing or something that can be done, like you nearing the age of, like football, right?
Yeah.
You're a soccer player, but when you're nearing your age, you start to getting coaching lessons, the coaching license. Then when you're done, you can still be involved in the game,
Football, yeah.
but you're at a different position. So for women, is there such a thing?
I definitely think so. I think I'm a huge advocate for looks and brains. I'm not saying there's anything against the other part.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's important. I always tell the models, you must be studying something. You must be doing something with your life, because this industry is not.
It's not forever.
Doesn't
It's not
last.
forever. It's not
Yeah.
forever. You know, you mingle with really elite people. You have to be able to have a conversation. You must be able to hold meetings, speak to people in high, powerful positions, business moguls. You know, you can't just come thinking, "Ek gaan hierdie staan and I'm going to look pretty." No.
In
No.
terms of the psychological effects that Mazizi was talking about, is there like any negatives that you can think of when you're interacting with these, let's say, men in this environment of like
100%.
clubs and these parties and stuff that would last you a very long time, that you would need to go to therapy for, essentially?
I agree with you. You know, that is a very deep conversation. Okay. So I'm just gonna speak frank. So what I tell the girls is, you're here to make money.
Yeah.
There's men that's gonna offer you 2,000 rand, the moon and the stars in the sky, 2 bottles of champagne, and you're gonna be like, yo, this is a great guy, you know? But I always tell the girls, you're here to make money, keep your eyes focused. Don't drink intensively. Normal environmental rules, you know, monitor yourself, make sure you're studying. That's the only way you're going to get psychologically somewhere. And these guys can be persuasive, you know, especially if you're young and you're impressionable.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, there's definitely negative connotations to it, you know. And for me, the industry, you've got to have some backbone. You can't just come in and be like, I'm just going to go here, meet a tenderpreneur, and I'm gonna you've got to be smart about it. And it's a lot. It's a
Okay.
lot.
Well, okay. I just wanted to ask those few questions, but we can move on from.
That was deep, yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit of a deep one.
I mean, I can make it lighthearted, but I'm here to be frank.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, in a lot of aspects, the people we have on here educate us on things that we are not exposed to.
About it.
So that's why I would ask you. But you know, Adele, you're single.
Oh, singer or single?
Single.
Single.
No. Are you single? This is my question.
Depends on who's asking.
Yo.
Zizi's asking.
I'm not. In this context,
She's trying
yes.
to get you wifed up.
I don't
Anika is
know.
trying
Sorry,
to get
baby,
you
I love you. That was just a joke.
I'm working hard
No.
here, Zizi.
My thing is like, you're in your latter 30s,
Correct, close to 40.
and now
For real? You wouldn't say.
and now being in that sort of age and stuff, obviously in society there's lots of pressure. I would imagine you've gone through the pressure of get married, all sorts of pressure. And what I find like interesting is women like you, like very strong women, is how do you get through that? And now just
Without the pressure of
no, you get the
being
pressure,
married.
but how do you push through that and still, you know, find yourself being the woman that you are today? Because like we were talking before, you're one of the coolest women that we know. Like it's dope knowing you. Like you got so many dope features. Like it's like a phone with apps for days.
I love it.
Pro Max.
Yeah, this is
I
the
have
Pro
stories.
Max.
I have stories. You must invite me. I have
So
stories.
that's why I'm asking. Like, how do you Adele?
I think it's an internal thing. Like, I've never wanted to work for a boss. I never saw myself in a white dress with children. You know, I saw myself traveling, and I saw myself owning multiple businesses.
Yeah.
You know, but then life happens, you know. But I think it's an internal thing. It's not something, you can be taught to be a go-getter and a powerful person and stuff like that, but it's something that you want from inside. Weren't we talking that earlier, 9 to 5?
Yeah.
No, sorry, it was the other lovely lady.
yeah, Raquel,
So
yeah.
we were talking about some people, our parents were actually raised 9 to 5, and that's it.
Yes.
I never had that. I was always like bunking school in sub A.
Yes.
I'm in sub A. I started
sub
sub A.
A.
Sub A bunking.
Yo.
Hey,
Sub
please
A.
explain.
I
Please
mean-
explain
Yeah, she
to
doesn't know
Anik.
what's up.
No, for real, she
Grade
does.
1.
Oh, okay.
Sub A.
I love it.
Yeah. So okay, so for someone like this,
I
is
appreciate
actually,
that compliment. Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh
Thank
no, of
you.
course,
Thank
you know. it's actually a good contrast
Yeah.
because Anika is young, starting out, facing her adult life, and you are seasoned in like this adult world, but she's not. From conversations I've had with her, she's not conventional in the sense that she wants to do this 9 to 5 avenue and that kind of a thing. So now being you, how would you, I wouldn't say advice. I think maybe advice would be, I don't know. But like, how would you help guide her? If I said this is your project to help guide Anika into not falling into societal pressures and conventional things?
I would love to hear this.
Not falling to societal pressures and
Remember, our parents are going to come for you.
No, this is important. This is very important. Do you mean per se in the entertainment industry?
In general.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm here to learn from you, actually. You guys are the up-and-comers,
I think it's great to have this conversation because the three of us had a conversation in the beginning about how I said I didn't see myself getting married or having kids.
Okay.
And I talk frequently about traveling, and I am an avid traveler. And I always say to like my family, I'm going to be the cool aunt that just shows up for birthdays, and disappears.
I love it.
And when you say that you didn't see yourself in a white dress and you wanted to travel and you didn't want to work that 9 to 5 job, I relate to it so much. But at the same time, I can say that a lot of kids my age relate to that,
Times have changed.
It's more,
Times have changed.
And it's difficult because like my parents are in their 60s. I'm a lot lamaki. I'm the last born. My eldest sister is 15 years older than me. And the pressures that my mom puts on me
This time a boy.
is so much different than what I want to do. So it's interesting to hear your perspective on how to avoid that.
Oh, I am a rebel to the bone. Like for me, I've always been unconventional and I thought out there, who bunk school in sub I mean, who even knows that? I was like, I'm Catholic. I went to a Catholic school.
Coloring between the lines.
Yeah, guys.
1 plus 1. 1 plus 1.
What the fuck is this bullshit?
This is insulting.
The audacity. 1
I was like, what the fuck is this bullshit? Why am I learning this? Yeah, like that. I was like that. I was like, why the fuck must I go to class? What is this? This is rubbish. Let me bunk this shit.
You need to be a rebel. Like not to... Like we don't... Like, can't you just decide like this is... Why is it always... You have to oppose certain...
I wish I was like that. I was never like that. Like people like we were talking, you were saying now, our parents are much older. To answer your question, our parents are much older. Their lives were different. They were forced to be in a certain industry, in a certain sector. Unfortunately for you, And times have changed, man.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a rebel, but there's some people that, like my mom has never smoked a cigarette in her life, never drank a drop of liquor. And me, I want to test everything. I want to test the water, stick my toe.
But I suppose that whole thing may come with, one side of it is, yes, I want to be this person who's not conventional. But what I think a lot of Anika's, and I'm sounding like an uncle right now, but that generation doesn't understand is that hard work is inescapable. No matter which direction,
what you're doing,
no matter what you do,
you're not gonna escape.
If you're not gonna be conventional, whatever else you wanna get, you're gonna have to work hard.
Yeah.
I think maybe that idea started in school because they made school easier.
Yeah, 30% to pass.
They dropped the pass marks.
Some of us weren't
maths
even
lit.
passing
Oh.
30% maths, hey?
Exactly. Then they said maths lit.
That's the subject I was bunking.
Yeah.
He cried 1 point.
Yeah, I was like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, I think that's where that idea
someone
started.
do this for me?
They made things easier.
Yeah. And now people have the idea
100%.
that like life
should
will-
be easier.
Life will
Here's the
conform to
thing, the
what.
world is an easier place. Everything is easier.
No, it's a
What
lot
do you mean?
harder.
No.
What do you mean?
Easier.
No offense, I love your generation. I'm 27 myself. Born in 1985. Yeah. So for me, your generation understands the sector so beautifully.
Mhm.
Like everything is quick for them, instant gratification. That's
Exactly.
nice. We have to work. We have to wait for the man to send his letter from the war.
But it's also like,
We see the memes, you know. We have to like wait now, you guys. I wasn't born in the war, guys.
but it's also like our parents worked that night. They had to work that 9 to 5 job. There was no such thing as Bitcoin or like going onto the internet
100%.
and making YouTube videos for money.
But at the same
Or
time,
shaking your ass for
YouTube
money.
can disappear in an instant. Like
True, but you still like
When-
people
what, when
who've
the zombies
made
come?
no, but a degree.
I'm prepared for that.
Like
Come-
conventionally,
they
a
come.
degree. Education is forever.
Mm.
Education is forever.
But now you see, you get people who are educated that can't even make it in this
But
world.
my thing is, Anika, fine.
Everyone's educated.
You
now.
you correct by saying that there's all of these other alternative options. But I'm telling you now, to do YouTube,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to work hard. There's over what 30
no,
30
content
million, 30,
creation.
300 million channels on YouTube.
Yeah.
And how are you
Everything
gonna
takes
be there for-
dedication.
How are you
Yeah.
gonna stand now? So everything you're gonna work hard.
Yeah.
That's my thing. Is that now? What a lot of younger people don't understand is that concept of either way.
Is it hard work? Can I ask the models you get?
Yeah, it's
They
hard
get
work.
they get paid for doing a certain thing in a certain amount of time.
Mm.
Do you think that is hard work?
Yes, I think it's hard work. You're interacting with a lot of people. You're a sales lady. You're a party influencer. You're chatting to people.
So it's more than just showing up.
No, it's
and-
more than just
They're
showing
just
up.
being
It's
pretty.
totally
Yeah.
more. It's interacting. Your role is interactive. It's not just. There are aesthetic roles, but I don't promote really aesthetic. Your looks can only get you so far. In
I think
life.
it's also
Exactly.
psychologically
Yeah.
difficult. Thanks.
The work,
Yeah.
looking pretty,
Looking
like
beautiful.
I'm so
No,
pretty.
what do you mean?
The
Stop.
pain.
Oh,
Oh, these lashes be
I'm
banging.
so pretty all night again.
That is very. You're rude. Very, very.
No, but I mean, in terms of like, this is your job. It's like any other job. You, whether you're sick, whether you're depressed, whether you're going through a breakup or a parent died, you've got to
Must pitch up.
put on those high heels,
Yeah.
whether your feet are broken or not, and you've got to go and interact with people. You have to
Exactly.
have a smile on your face.
Exactly.
You have to be able to hold a conversation even when you don't feel like doing it.
Boom. I think
Yeah.
there's a new line of business for me and Takes.
Yeah.
We counsel these chicks on the job. Just
Okay.
get there like,
Okay.
"Are you
Okay.
How's your heart?
So,
Breathe in 10
so
times.
I love this idea. It's a
And then
beautiful
we're out,
concept.
then we're out.
Yeah.
Between clients, between
Just
the
be
people they see.
quickly. A pep
breathe.
talk.
1, 2,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. We
Yes.
just do that.
So
in
let's
clubs.
have a chat offline.
Yeah. Just
She's
in-
gonna bring us in as
yeah,
agents.
yeah.
We just
Come in
gonna keep
suits
the
It's
and
interesting.
everything.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I
Make
mean, I
sure
love
they
you
fine.
guys. This is always.
And then she must like do is there HR in your line of work?
Yes, of course.
Like,
there is.
listen, you're not pretty enough today. You are getting a warning.
Okay, I
A
get
fringe.
you. I get you
Are you
feel.
bringing a fringe to work?
I get that
No
you
eyelashes.
feel. I get that you feel it's a very what's the word I'm looking for? Shallow industry.
Yeah.
And to tell you the truth, it's shallow. Of course, it's shallow.
Yeah, well,
What can I say? It's a
obviously
shallow industry.
It's aimed at a certain target market.
100%.
And I
But
cannot hate on
that's
it.
your target. That's your
From
market.
from
You can't
any
hate on
business
it.
point of view, I can't hate on it. Like
Yeah.
all I'm trying to understand, or all I'm trying to get at is that a lot of people have a perception about it that it's just so simple. You know,
Yeah.
everyone wants to get into it because, like, oh, I can do that. Stand there and look pretty.
You know, in a lot of senses, a lot of women, you know, I've heard this a lot of times when women are like, I'm so tired of working. I'm just going to start OnlyFans. You know?
they don't know how to work.
They don't understand that even in that is a certain
Content creation.
You must
You have to
market.
consistently.
You have to
create
market. You
content.
have to look a certain way.
Yes.
You can't just post willy nilly
Yeah.
and all of that stuff. So even in a perception of women is what I'm trying to get to is that they assume being just pretty is just that's
Yeah.
or that the fact that a lot of women assume men are always willing to throw money at women at any given time, no matter how they
100%.
look, no matter what they do. Like just being a woman, you cannot get money thrown at you. And that's what I'm trying to get to is that how do you change that perception? Or not change it, but influence it, especially for younger women who are getting into these industries. How do you
I don't like to see. I'm an opportunist. I love business, so I don't look at it the way you guys have been speaking about it the whole time. I see it as an opportunity.
We look like haters.
Listen, yeah, I used to, but it's fine. I can have it.
No, we ain't
Right?
haters.
You're a saleswoman.
Yeah.
Okay, you're a party influencer. You're a student. You're a model.
Yeah.
Okay, you are hanging out with your friends. You're interacting with people that's of what's the word? For lack of a better word, like a high stature in the business industry, in the entertainment industry, you know. So you're mingling shoulders with elite. If you can't put a sentence together, no matter how pretty you are, and it's not just purely about the looks, you know, it's a personality thing as well. It's a character thing, like you said earlier. What is it? It's something internal, you know. And there's people that you can groom into it who really go far in the industry because it's entertainment. You're meeting people. That's creative directors. That's videographers, producers, whatever.
So there's opportunity.
There's constant opportunity. Rubbing shoulders with, if I can say, the elite of Joburg.
I know I've asked this jokingly.
Be
But
smart.
like, why is the market not as big for male models in this industry? Like,
It is. You just don't go to those types of places.
oh,
Like there's a place in Ilova called Beefcakes, and it's literally like a male strip club. Well, they don't strip like a woman would do, but like women will go there for like bachelor parties or even just for drinks.
yeah.
And you've got guys just walking around in these tiny little
Panties.
basically.
Cheese strings.
And like they'll serve you
Panties.
drinks, or
Why
they'll let
haven't
you
we
do
been
shots
there?
off of their body.
You speak
or
like you
Have you been?
frequent there.
I
You've
am
got a membership card. A beefcake
Loyalty
membership.
points,
Yeah. Like, Adele.
Yeah.
I mean, Anika.
And she gets.
I plead the fifth.
Anika, you can't come Friday, Saturday,
amazing.
Sunday.
I know the bouncers.
Yeah. Oh, whoa. The owner comes for breakfast.
Yeah. So, I want to ask another question, also sort of pertaining to this thing. What's your take on passenger princesses?
I first had to think, what is a passenger princess? What is my take on them?
Yeah.
Oh, I would love to be a passenger princess. Yes.
Why?
I just want to sit, be driven around. You know, maybe
but
in
I mean
back,
the whole
maybe
lifestyle.
maybe in the back seat.
I mean, no,
have a
it's not because it's
driver.
not just
It's also not
the
simple.
car. The car part of it, obviously, is just. I think that's where the name comes from. But the lifestyle is essentially you are a prize.
You never drive. Oh, is
Not,
that
it's
what
not
it
about
means?
drive. It's not even about the car.
It's like in a way, someone is there to serve you. You know,
For existing.
like your lifestyle is based
For
off of
existing
someone
in the
being
passenger
so
Oh my
like
God.
into you that they just give you everything.
I've been so
and
deluded this whole
anything,
time. I
you
thought it
know?
was a cute thing. Like I sit in the passenger seat occasionally.
It started off like that, and now it's
ready.
just developed into something more.
Yeah.
like my boyfriend or my partner or my sister or whoever's driving.
No,
me.
there's a lifestyle.
There's a
to it
lifestyle.
that's
Like
attached to it.
baddies.
Please fill me up, fill me up,
Baddies is
fill
now
me.
a thing.
So you because you're Adele,
Yes.
because you're beautiful, you deserve
Oof.
the world.
Okay.
That's all you bring to the table is that.
Passenger princess.
And your life is taken care of,
Yeah.
like financially and all of that.
Yeah, that's why I said I'd love to be a passenger princess. I'm pretty sure I was relating. I do multiple things daily, so you must imagine that is like a dream.
You don't want to
Like
work so
you-
hard anymore.
Please
Yeah.
But would you,
put me in the passenger
if
seat
let's say Anika was in a position, for example,
to be a passenger princess.
would you advise her to do it?
So are we talking about the services of a potential partner? Man, this is a deep question. Yeah.
Yeah,
Are we talking about to you as basically
Yeah, would be a man.
dating
Dating yes.
for being just beautiful?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
think
everything she doesn't have to work.
now there's certain elements that's good to it. It's important to be served, and it's also important to be a servant. I
Yeah.
would think it's balance. But no, you can't always just sit there and just what are you
Yeah.
gonna do, you know?
I think it depends on who you are as a person. Because I could definitely be a passenger princess, but I'm also the type that wants to be a comfort to other people in their times of
Yeah,
need.
exactly.
I don't only want to have someone serve me. I also want to be there
Exactly.
to do things for them.
No, you see now you
You know?
can't be defiant now in all walks of life. Like that thing, it's
It's a
that.
thing
You
like
must do
baddies.
nothing.
Yeah, it's like
Passenger
Everyone
princesses like
comfort
baddies.
from you.
Yeah, like
Just remind me,
baddies.
what's a baddie again?
There was many baddies that we discussed.
We don't know.
Like who?
There was a
Baddies.
baddie.
Okay, give me a quote. Yeah, sorry.
Baddies.
There's one that strips and shakes her ass for money, that has sex for money. There's one that
baddie.
just works for herself, isn't interested in guys, doesn't care about anyone
Baddie
else.
is what I learned.
Yeah.
Baddie is an energy. It's a persona. It's it's almost like a confident, strong
Woman.
woman.
Powerful woman.
It doesn't have to be about sex stuff or
Sexuality.
like selling
Okay.
yourself.
Yeah.
It's just about that thing, like
It's
you
who
know.
you become to get your goals and your dreams.
Bag,
Yeah.
what's it? Get the bag. Oh,
Yeah, to
bag the bag. Bag. Bag.
Bag the bitch.
Yes.
The bag is. There's a bag.
Secure the bag.
Secure the bag. Secure the bag.
Yo.
Sorry,
Bags.
that's what these kids are saying now.
Yeah,
No.
the bags.
Go to work, motherfuckers. 9 to 8. Get up, gaan werk.
Secure the bag, essentially.
Yeah.
Technically, that's what it means.
Do what you do
Do
what
what
you
you-
gotta do.
To get the bag.
By being a passenger princess.
Passenger princess is a whole nother league.
She gets the bag though.
She just gets the bag.
By what? Based on
Regardless.
looks? Based on what?
Regardless, just who
Just
she
being
is.
who she
Oh.
is.
She
Yeah.
doesn't have to. There's no job application.
There's
There's
no
no
grinding.
interviews.
Yeah.
She just gets it.
So what's the
HR won't give her a
conversation? So
warning.
what's the conversation like? What do you think the conversation's like in that car?
I don't think she has to talk much.
Baby, what do you want to eat?
That is
I
a
don't
great
know.
question.
I don't think
Yeah,
she
what do you think is a
That's a great
conversation? A
question.
baddie?
I don't think she has to talk.
No, she doesn't have to. She just.
Yeah.
That's all she has to do.
Wow!
Where did you learn to make those noises?
Wow!
What are
I am
you doing?
Do you wanna go out? Do you wanna go to Tasha's? Tasha's. By that you know already.
Yeah.
She's
No
a baddie.
No
You
so
say
you
she's
don't
a
even,
baddie.
like I think
And
when
a
you're a
passenger
passenger
princess.
princess, you transcend language.
Oh
You are
my
above it.
god!
Yeah. Yeah. Damn.
You like that? Bro.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh my
how are you
God.
feeling this morning?
Yeah. And your eyes must be able to
roll, bro. Undertaker style, bro. It must be the.
Yeah. Damn, I learned a lot here on
Are
this
you
podcast.
okay? Just,
Yeah.
So
that is the language.
that
yo.
is the language between a baddie or passenger princess. Are those two different personas?
That's different. That's
Sorry.
different.
Baddies and wow.
Two
Oh,
different.
Passenger
fucking
princess.
hilarious.
I've never heard the term. Like today is the first time
What
I've
is it?
come to learn of passenger princess. So
No,
it's
I've been-
basically like a trophy person.
Yes, a trophy
A
chick.
party
And
piece.
that's the conversation that
Yeah.
she would have
Yeah.
with anybody. Do
I
you
mean, you're
understand
not
why my
gonna.
industry is so
You're not
important?
gonna sit with your passenger princess.
Are you seeing why my industry is so important?
Yeah.
I'm telling the ladies, you must talk. You can't
must
be like,
work for this money.
I don't even want to repeat that.
Because the thing is, bro, you can't talk about the political climate with the passenger princess. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
and you might
what's your
upset-
take on,
Yeah.
on the energy crisis?
Oh, the vibes are off.
Oh yeah, it's giving problems. It's giving deep, bro.
Personally, I love electricity.
I see red flags when the power's out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also I feel like we've been hard on
Yeah, we've been
females
too hard.
in this.
Sorry.
No, like
100%.
I feel like we've been hard on females
I felt
of a
like
certain generation or in
Sorry.
I feel
general.
like you guys are
Also, there are
attacking me.
guys.
We're not attacking
No,
you.
there
Why
are-
would-
There are
been
also
fighting.
males.
Okay.
no males that are
actually
useless.
this whole conversation started off badly from the body perception.
Yeah.
Like you've just attacked me. I feel personally
Oh,
attacked.
no, it's not
Yeah,
an
why
attack.
are you
It's not an.
hating
It's
on
not.
Personally
working
attacked.
women?
It's not an attack. It's not an attack. And you, one of the smartest young ladies I know. You
Mhm.
give me hope for the that.
Thank
Okay,
you.
let's get
Based on
males.
what?
Let's redeem
Yeah, the
ourselves by
males.
getting on males.
The males also they've got some really
These,
and they it shows in laziness.
yeah.
They're not.
Yeah, but
willing
what
to-
are the jobs for males like these?
bro? Every kid wants to trade now, bro.
Oh,
Every
yo,
kid wants to be a
the
trader.
trade. Bruh,
Every kid just wants
these
to trade,
guys
bro.
don't even know how to use a calculator, but they believe they can
They
trade.
can trade, bro.
Are you talking about the scammers or real
No,
people?
like everyone, all guys are trading.
kids of that-
All guys
What
are
are they trading?
forex traders now.
They're trying to trade forex.
You
but
don't need to know how to use a calculator to do
Oh.
it. You just need to be able to watch the stock markets. Yeah. I think we've I don't have kids, but people have essentially raised a generation of very lazy
Yeah,
men.
people think they can escape
Quick
the
access.
work.
Everything is
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah,
Like you can order a plumber to come fix your toilet, so you can get an electrician to come do your lights for you.
Yeah, but who's gonna pay for it?
Well, they want
The
to.
baddies.
That's the thing.
They'll pay for it.
But now, for my, we can't be baddies. Our services don't.
What are the
Even
men?
our
What are
looks-
the men
Yeah.
called?
We don't get paid just for being handsome.
yeah.
No one
don't
has
get
offered
paid
me
for
money
being
for being
handsome.
handsome. No
But
one
in
has offered me. Where are the
beefcakes.
people? Show me the women who pay people for being handsome, please.
Please.
My life is rough.
100%.
I need them right now.
Please.
There are tons, just in Joburg,
Yeah.
as like working in a club for like a couple of hours. There are tons of places that are like a good-looking guy can go
get-
and get paid by women.
What are you?
To do what?
Yes. To just exist, to just appear really short
clearly,
shorts
yeah.
and serve.
Where
We
are
don't
these
make the
places?
we don't make the cut, Dix. I think
Where
there's
are these places?
issue number one.
Yeah.
Are you handsome? No. Oh. Go do paving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have as much pretty privilege as our female
But
counterparts.
I can twerk
Can you?
and I'm proud of it.
Please twerk on camera for us.
There's a
That's
market.
I'm
No.
good at
Twerk on
twerking.
camera for us.
No. No.
No, I don't twerk for free, please. I've got standards.
There's a market for you.
I've got standards. I needs to get that money.
But would you twerk for money?
I'll twerk for money, bro.
I saw a video right where these guys were getting robbed or something.
Oh, I saw that too. Yeah. And
Oh,
that's
shame, yeah, they made us
That's
twerk.
Dlamini
Yeah.
shit. That's
Hey, twerk away.
Shame.
And this guy was twerking for his life.
Look, for money, I would twerk.
Yeah.
If you came to
Would
me and
you?
said, Mazizi, listen, I've seen you
20 bucks.
on Instagram.
Yeah.
I've seen your twerk.
Yeah.
Do this for like how many? I don't know how much you get paid for twerking.
Would you twerk as a man or as a woman? I'm just
As a man.
as a man.
This
And
is
you
where
were paid
your
for
career
it?
starts. Twerk
Huh?
on camera.
If I got
Twerking,
paid,
You
I'll twerk.
would.
I'll twerk.
Would you strip? Like, would you strip?
It depends. Only for women over 50.
Women over 50.
Yeah.
Why only them?
Because I feel like women under 50 get a lot of exposure to men for free.
Yeah.
You know, good-looking men or whatever.
Because
But women over 50, it gets a bit tougher. So now,
you can negotiate more.
yeah, now I'm there. I'm like,
Smart.
then they're like,
man.
are you too expensive? Then I'll be like, but are you gonna get? are you gonna get today?
Smart
Then they're
man.
like, no, they're not. Then I'm like, all right, pay.
Oh my God. Are you going to get
Bam.
I had dreams of being a stripper, and then I was training, and the body was almost there, and then lockdown. Lockdown hit.
It hit the stripping industry.
So I'm now like I'm
hit it
sorry
bad.
to-
I'm a has-been almost stripper.
You were
It has
semi
been.
going pro.
I didn't even start.
Damn
I was
it.
just working on the body.
So were you gyrating your hips in the mirror?
Yeah, because it's
Practice
easy
is
to
part
be
of
a
the job
stripper.
to be a male stripper.
Like they just want to see us do the action.
The gyrate. Yes, yes.
Yeah, the,
The
magic
movement
mic
of your
Yeah,
hips.
stuff.
we must just do that
Yes.
action.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so easy for us.
So do you have a six pack?
Me,
Mm.
it's gonna cost you to see. Yeah.
That's the baddie.
Yeah, we just want
How much?
Okay. Let's
Ask me
start
out of
with
curiosity.
15 rand.
No, don't
There
ever
might not
undersell
be-
yourself.
There
15
might not
rand?
be a six pack.
But at least you get 15. 15 rand for hope.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you see after that,
Yeah. But also,
15
yeah,
rand.
like you say, generally, I've had friends who stripped.
okay.
Yeah, and yeah, the older women were mostly who were buying.
Over 50.
Not over 50.
But it's mostly women buying.
Older
them.
women, yeah.
Old-
Like, mostly
interesting.
older women. Because the young women get enough attention. Why are they paying to see?
Why would they?
So you were on a roll there. You knew exactly.
I know this.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
my market.
Jesus,
Yeah.
I thought I knew this.
I know the tiny market.
Yeah.
All the tinies
Twerking.
are ready.
Started with
You
twerking.
just need to be an agent for us. We just need
Yeah,
to
we
get
have
out.
been asking her to sign
Yeah,
us.
then we could do old age homes.
We come out there smelling like camphor.
all the money they throw at us come in bank.
The money was what the snuff.
Yeah, they throw us with coins even. Right?
Yeah. And then you give the auntie a lap dance and a hip breaks. Oh,
A lap dance
it's
in a
already-
wheelchair,
It's
bro.
already the third hip.
The
You go
wheelchair-
break that hip again.
There's a market for wheelchair lap dances. No one is providing.
You guys are wrong.
This is business.
It's business.
This is business.
Have you guys ever been to an old age home?
Yes.
Ooh,
Yeah, many times.
I did volunteer work there. I
at an
hated
old age
it.
home.
Oh, I
What
hate
did you hate about it?
it. Smelled.
Mm.
It felt like many people had died in the old age home. Like you could feel like
That's
it
where they go.
Well,
Spookies? Are you talking
Yeah.
about spookies? Is this a
Yeah.
ghost story?
I like actually in Emmarentia, like up the road from my house, there's an old age home there.
Now
Right.
everyone knows where you live.
Oh fuck.
Could be anywhere.
Emmarentia is a big place,
Yeah.
Okay.
guys. But there was like this one door that just had like crosses all over it. And there was a woman staying in that room, but the door was always closed and you weren't allowed to trouble her. And it was just covered in crosses. And I remember knocking on this door because I didn't know we weren't allowed to trouble her. So I knocked on the door to invite her to come like hang out with us in like the common area. And then it was just dead silent inside. And I was like, fuck, there's something going on in there that they're not telling us.
And that's how you died.
That what if I'm a
Are you
ghost?
telling us about the day you got?
Yeah, what if I'm a ghost?
Right now.
Reincarnated as a ghost?
Oh, she's possessed. You don't know.
A soul in your body? Is there a
Maybe
soul
you're
in your body?
70 years
a
old.
sexy soul.
Maybe she's 17, eh?
She's a 70-year-old
Yeah,
woman.
like the
A
skeleton
baddie
key.
coming
Have you
back
watched that
from the
movie?
I
afterlife.
haven't yet.
Oh,
Get
you
the bag.
should.
Skeleton key.
It's amazing.
The bag she couldn't get.
Have you guys watched the Skeleton Key movie?
The what?
The Skeleton Key?
No.
It has that exact plot. It's with Kate Hudson, I think. That lady with,
Sounds familiar.
with the blonde
What happens?
hair.
They go, they
it's
die,
about-
they come back.
Voodoo, basically. So
Oh.
these slaves start doing like witchcraft, and then they decide to hang the slaves. But they do a spell so that they can jump into the owners of the land's bodies, right? And then
Damn.
those owners' souls and like spirits get put into the slaves.
Damn.
So who actually dies
Very
is the
interesting.
owners,
Damn.
right?
And then they are now.
And they just perpetuate, like every
Interesting.
time someone comes into their home, they start the cycle of like, you know, doing like the voodoo, and then they hop into the next person's body. And then because like their bodies are old, they've lived in that body for years, those people can't really say, oh, you know, like
That is such a crazy plot. I
this
love
is
it.
not
Mm.
right. Yeah.
Some movies are just
Great
wild.
movie.
Do you think it's based on reincarnation? Do you think you
You
can be
believe in
reincarnated
reincarnation.
as a
You
white guy in
believe.
a black man's body? Is that
But-
inappropriate for the radio?
But do you
For the
believe?
podcast?
Do you believe in it, in reincarnation?
In what? That's a religion,
Yeah.
or spirituality. I don't know. I
You
can't
don't know?
say.
Yeah.
Once you've read numerous religious texts and you've had different experiences with different elements, nature, God, the universe, life, your perspective changes,
Yeah.
especially as a rebel.
What do you think you were before?
I don't know. But I know when I come back as an Easter egg. When I die.
As an Easter egg, the marshmallow one or like the hollow
Yeah,
one?
marshmallow one. That's my dream, bro.
Yeah. You just want to come back as an Easter egg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was like the Easter eggs from the games, and then someone finds you, and it's like, oh, you win a prize, or you get a trophy.
See, that's very.
Beautiful.
I'm a 2000.
Oh, I thought that was a beautiful thing to say.
That's a 2000. Easter eggs in the
Digital
games.
Easter egg.
Yeah.
Do they not do those anymore?
I'm a,
They do. There's always Easter eggs.
I'm a
Even in
2000s
films.
love digital things. Everything digital.
Yeah.
I think they download like feelings and moods.
Yeah.
Oh, my app says I'm full of shit today.
Yeah. Feeling, I mean, it's become a mood, bro. I'm feeling How do you feel today?
It's a genuine mood.
What's
You know, like
I'm feeling meh.
you're not feeling happy or sad or angry.
Yeah.
Just
Just existing.
You see, they've changed life, bro.
Bro,
They feel
you don't-
sounds.
you don't need to talk anymore.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
When they're happy.
I had to ask.
Like what?
What's the English word for that feeling though?
What's the
But I think it's like the AMA 2000s are like this, based on their lack of encounter with the older people. Because the older people would sort you out, bro.
you reckon there's a lack of encounter?
Like a lack of engagement with the older people.
But with older people, you weren't allowed to feel sad or angry.
Yes, you weren't allowed to feel anything.
My mother's like, what are you sad about?
Yeah.
I work for you.
Imagine
to eat
imagine
and
you
love.
when you're depressed, they hit
Yeah,
you.
They
it's
hit you.
exactly.
They
Yeah.
hit you.
They hit you.
I walked 40 minutes to school and 40 minutes
are
back.
hungry.
And
Yeah.
Like, you're not hungry, you're mad.
You're just bored. Damn, it's
Yeah.
been
Go
2
drink
days, bro.
water.
You could be crying,
Yeah.
sobbing out of sadness. Your mother will put a bowl of food in front of you. Eat.
It's sad, but
it
it's
makes
true,
you feel
but sad.
better, but like, it's besides the point.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's actually scary.
Now
And
they're
even
calling
anger.
they're calling the old people, like the people that passed on, the ancestors, they call them the bone thugs, bro.
Yo, the underground gang. Damn. It's cool though. I
Must
love
be
it.
lit to be a AMA 2000.
Yeah, it's fun. It seems
I'm
fun.
better I wasn't born in it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we were in that rubbish era where like it's so it's no what's the word? Yeah, like old school and conventional,
yeah.
and then a bit of this new school.
yeah.
So we smack bang
In
in
the
the
middle.
middle.
Kind of lucky
when
if you
it's
think
like
about it.
Yeah.
we've got like old traditional
Yeah.
stuff within us, but then we also got skr on the side.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like
Hey,
yeah, like
Oh
we
my
are
God.
conflicted.
yeah. So instead of being in the club getting lit, we in the club crying. Like we just
We are confused. You there, but you depressed.
yeah, but you hurt, bro. So it's a very tricky one.
Yeah.
Tricky place to be.
But what the future? I'm always worried about the future.
What about the future?
These are now the
to be.
people that are gonna run this country.
And we are very sad
They're
group
gonna-
of people.
The president is gonna wake
sad,
up.
emotional.
Like emotionally
Yeah,
sad.
they're very in tune with their feelings. Eh?
Yeah. Like a lot of people, like in my age group, are on antidepressants. I know
Yeah,
a
that's
lot.
rubbish.
Like I know a handful of some of my closest friends that killed themselves because they were sad. They were
Yeah.
depressed.
Our
That's it.
antidepressant
And
was
it's-
leather.
Yeah.
Leather
belt.
Ba-
That was an
No, but
antidepressant.
for real, what you're
But
touching
it's-
on is
yeah,
true.
a
But
big
it's sad.
thing.
How would you fix it, or how would you help them?
I think depression it's a common thing from our parents. I'm not going to lie
You
to
think it's like a
I think you become depressed because of the environment that you're living in, and the only environment you could live in that could foster depression is a toxic one. So there's clearly something in your life that you need to shift away from that is triggering your depression. Because even anxiety, right? Nobody is born with anxiety. You'll get like an anxious child that, okay, maybe it's attachment problems, but that comes because their mother or their father didn't give them enough attention when they were babies. Everything comes from what people do to you. So if you're in a bad breakup,
It's a
you
life experience.
it's a life experience that triggers anxiety. All of a sudden, you're so worried about getting into another relationship. If you're very attached to someone in a relationship and they break up with you because they call you clingy, it's because as a child growing up, you weren't validated enough. So I think if you want to fix depression in the future generations, you need to fix your parenting. That's as clear as I can get.
Adele, what's your
Yeah.
take?
100%. It's your environment shapes you.
Yeah.
Some people are born psychotic,
Mm-hmm.
but others are raised in that environment. You know.
No,
sorry,
but
that's actually wrong. Not everybody. Everybody's born with a sane mind. We know right and wrong. It's a
Yeah.
natural instinct, you know, for a child to know what's good and bad, even if you take it back to that level. But life definitely shapes you. Your experiences definitely shapes you.
No, but I know of people that have it all and they are.
What?
Not like if you
Oh,
say
what?
it's the environment, there's some people that have it all and they are depressed. They have anxiety.
Yeah, those that act the happiest and
Yeah.
are laughing the most.
I think, we're going to have to close soon, but I think in general,
Yeah.
the climate in which we're all born in
Yeah.
Mhm.
Where we
is
at?
there's a lot of strong, there's a lot of depression.
Mhm.
We're born into sort of a depressed world.
Yeah.
And that may have come from not actively and effectively dealing with all of the traumas we've had in life,
Mhm.
from wars, from
Yeah.
being removed from a continent to another, from all sorts of things
No,
that have happened
100%.
over years. We never actually actively, look at apartheid for South Africa as example.
Yes.
We never actually dealt with
We haven't
apartheid.
healed as a
Correct.
nation.
We
And
never,
that's
and
the
then,
thing.
and
The
then
ramifications of it.
these people who are born
Yeah.
in this environment that's sick already
Mhm.
raise kids,
To be sick.
and now
Yeah.
and we can't we always joke about being hit and
Mm.
all sorts of things, but now as an adult I think back, I don't blame my parents
Yeah.
for all those hidings and stuff. I don't
Yeah,
they grew up trash as well.
Yeah.
They had a lot, and that's what they came to understand. And I know a lot falls on personal responsibility.
Mhm.
Like now you and Nick, it's your personal responsibility. But
Yeah.
is it fair for a world that's so toxic and so bad to all of a sudden make it your responsibility to be a great person?
As an individual.
All of a sudden, out of
you
nowhere,
must be okay.
at the age of now you're an adult, all of a sudden
You
you
have
must be
running
great.
water, you must be happy.
You must be fine now.
Yeah.
That's
You have
not fair.
electricity.
No.
We take it now
Not
and
to
then, but-
excuse
But actually,
toxicity.
I don't know if you said you were in therapy at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if your therapist ever spoke to you about this or if you had issues with like parents. But my therapist at some point told me you can't blame your parents for behaving the way they are because they just learned it from their parents. And you're tracing back these toxic habits like hidings. When did we say it was okay to beat a child for not knowing better? But it's because for generations, that's what people grew up thinking is okay. So,
Yeah, but
You
now
know?
look what's happening now. Hidings have gone away. Now you don't want to work.
Some children.
You don't want to work.
Yeah.
A
Some
good
children.
hiding can be effective.
but did you get a hiding for not wanting to work when you were like 4 years old?
We
Or
got a
5
hiding.
years
Yeah.
old?
Every
Yeah.
Every single
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
You could be
Everything.
very
Yeah.
and get a hiding.
Yeah. You,
Also-
you get a hiding for being too
What
happy.
about-
What did you do?
My mom's from Cape Town. I got hidings 2 days.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I got the flip flop. I got the back of the hand.
Ah,
I got the wooden spoon. If I was pulling my hair, it was the hairbrush in the hair when I was late for school. It was anything and everything.
That's entry level hiding. I'm sorry, I'm sure it was
A rubber
traumatic.
flip-flop.
Have
I'm
you
sure it
ever
was
been hit?
That
traumatic.
one where it
Have you
hits you,
ever
it
been
comes
in-
back, hits you again.
I'm sure it was
Have you ever been
traumatic.
hit right through the house? In every room, you get a different hiding.
Have you ever been fetched from the top of the street?
Oh,
Hiding.
and they hit you till at home.
Once my father, I had the bike, I stole my sister's bike, and I came around a bend from the, come in late, after lights were out.
Yeah.
As I turned the bend, as I turned it, this man said,
Wow. Wow.
I was like, yay! That time, you don't feel the pain. You just feel, it's just like, what is going on? And I said, and the whole way, and that time you must drag the bike, but the whole way,
Can't even get on the bike.
you
anymore.
getting moved the whole way. Like,
My
damn, that's
hidings
nice.
Silent
were like yours.
cry. Yeah.
Mine
was-
was the back ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, damn,
Definitely not
this
so
is
violent.
nice. After that, you think about life, bro.
Bruh.
And you're young, bro. You think
Why did
about
you
Even
life.
parents
tell your
abuse
friends not to
you?
steal.
Yeah, you think about life
Yeah, yeah.
differently, bro.
Bruh.
So, do you think those hidings shaped you into the man you are today?
I do definitely.
I think it played a massive role, yes.
I do definitely. Because the
Massive.
memory of pain always will, sometimes it will harden you and you'll be more rebellious. Sometimes it will fix you. I'm not saying it was a good thing.
Yeah, not
I'm not saying
advocate.
it was. Like, I think you don't have to, leave punishment out completely. Like, you can remove the hiding, but there is still. Not
There must be
punishment,
consequences
but
for
yeah,
every,
yeah.
even if it's good and bad. We can't
Yeah.
let it slide.
Because now the kids these days, You're not gonna tell them even.
Yeah.
Like,
So
you tell them something and then they call the cops.
They tell you it's
exactly.
triggering.
So-
It's triggering.
what I tell my daughter,
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh,
stopped,
you have a daughter?
yes, I do. I stopped giving her hiding at a certain age because now she's starting to understand
Mm-hmm.
and perceive things differently. So
Talk.
there's different stages to a human being, in my opinion, obviously. So when she was younger, I don't know about anybody else, but I can tell the difference between naughty and just not knowing better.
Yeah.
There's kids out here, guys,
Mm.
myself included, that's just naughty.
Yeah.
You know, so you
Sure.
kind of have a balance. You kind of know, okay, now she's old enough to understand I don't give her hidings anymore. But when I did give her hidings, I would explain to her, do you know
This
why I
is
gave you a
why.
hiding?
Yeah.
Do you understand? Tell it to me. Why did I give you a hiding?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not talking now back and I would just,
Yeah.
on the
the border.
thighs, on the buttocks,
Yeah.
just to give her a fright. It's more a push
My mom also stopped giving
You know?
hidings at a certain
at a certain
point.
age. Yeah.
Yeah.
It became a thing like you
We started
realize.
boycotting the hiding. We abolished the hiding. Like we had to.
Take it in, no crying.
Yeah,
My
no more.
daughter's
No,
like,
we had to we stood up against the hiding and eventually the hiding.
stopped.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's the entry level to manhood.
Yeah, especially because now, out of all your friends, you're the only one that's still getting hiding.
I was that kid. I got hiding.
It was embarrassing. more than
Tell.
anything.
Like my last one was in high school.
Damn, that's late for
It's
hiding.
late, bro.
Mm.
Sure.
It's late.
No wonder you're so good, bro. You.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe just the thought of my father being behind my back.
Yeah, trauma. What was that?
yeah.
You
But-
can't stand behind him. He gets PTSD, starts
Yeah.
shaking.
But anyway, Adele, would you like to add anything else before we close off? I know we spoke a whole lot of.
Dear Makar.
Yeah.
I don't really have much to say. I always appreciate you guys. I mean, like, you guys are funny. I love the new element to the
Yeah.
group. I love Anika. You're
Thank
vibey,
you.
you're beautiful, intelligent. You guys are beautiful, intelligent, vibey.
I was about to say,
Backwards.
where's our compliment? I was about to say,
I
right?
love coming here. Please invite me. I think we always have good conversations,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
important to speak to people who are like-minded, if I can say that,
Yeah.
Or
To
even
interact with
people with
who
an
are-
opposing view.
Or even people, I mean to say, maybe intellectual isn't the right word,
Yeah.
People
Important
just
to
open
have
to converse.
converse,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So that
cool.
we can all learn together,
Yeah.
grow in the
Yeah.
year.
Better.
Next time we must talk
In
like
you.
interesting stuff, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what,
Yeah. Some juicy stuff.
some juicy
Now we'll
stories.
get to the juicy
Start
stuff.
gossiping. Yeah. Spill the tea.
Oh no!
No?
I'm so
Gossiping is hard
secrecy.
work, bro. Have you gossiped lately? Sure.
Yeah, well, I try, bro.
And to stay up to date.
You've got to.
Because now you come and
work.
share an old story. People
No,
are like, yo.
And you gotta start with it.
You know, the sword.
Guys,
Did you hear?
I want to be a baddie, but then I
Yeah.
can't gossip about people. I always get
You have
caught.
to gossip as a baddie.
I'm just saying. I'm just assuming a
Oh.
baddie gossips.
There's so many layers. To
Baddies, bruh.
It's actually a difficult thing to
It's
do.
a difficult. We
I
don't
made
give
that
them
up.
enough credit.
No,
Do
they
you
need
find
a.
it difficult to
Yeah.
gossip?
Very. I get caught. If I'm talking about you,
Yeah.
guaranteed you're standing
Do you
behind
have
me.
sisters?
One sister, one brother.
Oh, okay. I grew up gossiping with my sisters and my mom, so it's super easy.
Yeah, I know.
Like we can be right in front of someone and gossip.
And it's just
Without them
eyes.
knowing.
and they know. We could breathe a certain way and
words.
they're like,
Yeah,
I
just-
got you.
Wow.
You know exactly what you're
No,
saying.
lingo.
I'd love to. We must get into the definition of gossip.
Even if you
yeah.
just like stand.
Yeah.
I don't want to say gossiping because that sounds like so nasty, you
Mhm.
know. But there comes a time where you want to discuss something about someone and they just happen to be in the vicinity. You
Yeah.
know?
And then you come with the codes.
Yeah. Then
Yeah.
You stand one way, you know, you just
Don't do that to me. I'll laugh.
And
Don't do
women-
that.
And women have crazy nicknames. Oh,
Yeah.
did you see KFC?
Don't look down. They
As-
do, eh?
I was like, do you want to come help me get something from the kitchen? And then it's like one small plate that we're
Yeah,
carrying
but in
together.
general, even like especially when it comes to men,
Yeah,
women can talk about you in front of you.
yeah,
And you won't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dreadlocks.
Like she's talking.
yeah. Dreadlocks.
You have a car, and
Yeah.
then they're like, "Oh, the Uber was here."
It's rough, bro. It's so true.
Oh, that is hilarious.
Yeah,
It's so true.
women
Oh,
have
that's so
tricks.
funny.
Women
I
are
think women are
talented.
the key to saving the world.
Yeah, women
This
are
broken world.
Yeah, women.
We
it's-
need more
the solution
women in
lies with
power.
women.
But they
Yeah.
too caught up in this thing of being a baddie.
And passenger
No, but
princess.
no. But you defined baddie many different
It's still a
definitions.
bit
So you can't just
confusing.
say make a statement like that.
One day, perhaps you'll be a baddie,
Yeah.
and I'll realize my dream of being a passenger princess,
Yeah.
and we may change the world.
I thought you were gonna say we make it together, and I was like, okay. The
Now
baddie
you're
and the
pushing
passenger.
other agendas. Please,
That's a
for-
whole other podcast.
Yeah, that's another
Starting.
podcast. Thank you so much for joining us, Adele.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time.
Yes, it was lovely talking to her.
And yeah, it's such an inspiring woman. I like not even a person, inspiring person.
Yeah, she may even steal a Nika from us.
Yes. And Nika, we loved having you here. Enjoy it.
Oh, guys.
I wouldn't do that. But for me.
So no last remarks.
Oh, well, I've got nothing to say. Thank you. What am I supposed to say? Do you want me to say something?
This is where you change the world.
Just
like
give us
that.
something. Give us
Ooh,
you know, for the road.
We've had so many in-depth conversations, you know, starting with body shaming and women using their looks for gaining something in life, you know, and I don't really have anything to say about it. I think we must just treat each other kind, use what you've got to succeed in life, you know, love every day. You never know what opportunities come your way. But I could talk for hours. I could talk about myself for hours, you know. So we can have this conversation many times. I don't have any inspiring words right now, but just thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure. I'll come anytime.
Mm-hmm.
I won't steal a Nika from you, I promise you.
Okay.
You know.
Thank you guys also.
No.
Enjoy it.
Good chat.
All the best. Compliments.
Away.